Right, all. It's that time every 4 weeks where Stormbringer comes, and you know what? Great. It's Premium Kit 4, so I'll be getting along to that as I go through the videos. But let's start off quite happily with issue number 67. Now, we get our Stormcast Vanquishers in this one. I do love the Stormcasts. You know, I think they do look really cool and everything. I have seen a concern though that they've delisted from the official rules quite a lot of Stormcast models. There's been quite a lot of controversy about that. So I'm hoping that quite a few of these are still valid for use. But yeah, we've got our Stormcast Vanquishers. They have these lovely two-handed swords. Let's drill into it then and see what our issue 67 brings us. It's got a kind of a nice little discussion on the realm of life, obviously that being where the Sylvaneth are dominant, but of course with it being a garden, basically a garden realm, it shows the attraction of Nurgle, who loves gardens. But he loves gardens in a sense of decay, rot and entropy. But oddly enough, without that, we wouldn't get new planets. So they kind of work against each other, but work together at the same time, I suppose. Yeah. So there's only one page of actual fluff, as I tend to call it, of actual lore in this one. It's a shame. And then it gets straight into the Stormcasts and the Vanquisher models. What else do we have in here? Well, of course, we have our obligatory how to build. And I think definitely I like the fact that these have got this kind of skirting on their lower half of their bodies just to differentiate them between other Stormcast models. It's not, I don't think it's not a full cloak, it's literally just like a skirting around the bottom. I don't know if there's a technical term for that, but you know, there we go. Let's tell you what else we've got here. So we've got our how to paint. They're showing on how to paint in the golden colours. However, you know, I'm not a big fan of just doing standardised, and I like to do different colour schemes to challenge myself. Now, we've got our war scroll for the Stormcast Vanquishers. Let's have a look here. So they seem to have quite a reasonable stat with them, and I think really more than anything it's those celestial greatswords that make them strong. So they've got a couple of attacks, some good hits, you know, as you would expect from Stormcasts. Now we've also got a battle plan, Flame and Fury, Flaming Forest. I think these are a set of linked battles, so these are probably, oh no, it might actually just be a one-off battle plan, this. Let me have a look. I'm not sure if this is part of a linked battle or just a one-off. Would seem strange if it wasn't a linked battle at this stage. So overall with issue 67, the actual magazine is a bit light on content, I would say. You know, I like a bit more lore than just a single page. Looking at the models, however, you know, I do, as I said, I do like the Stormcasts. They're never going to probably have the same place in my heart as a Space Marine, because the Space Marines, there's just something about them, isn't there, that makes them so cool. But I still think they are a fantastic fantasy variant. So I'm trying to work out how many options we've got. So this is where we start kind of looking at these kits. I'm trying to work out if there are alternative builds. So a good way to do that is just kind of, you know, count the number of swords effectively. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that tells me that you can build them as the command squad, champion, standard and musician, but obviously there'll be the ability to not build the standard musician and champion, so you can expand and have a squad of 10. That's normally how that comes across when they do it like that. It looks like the shoulder pads are interchangeable. So again, that's always a good thing. It just adds a bit of variety. I'm saying I think they're interchangeable. I'd have to really have a count of them. There's definitely 5 standard ones, but then there's a lot more. So basically, you've got the lightning bolt symbol on most of them, but then you've got the lions and other decorations. So again, I think we've got a bit of variety there. Head-wise, again, there's probably at least 7 heads on here that we can play around with, so that we can choose to do them bareheaded and open-helmed. Again, you know, sometimes it's nice to do them all one way. I wish I could have got another pack of these, but I couldn't find you know, a spare magazine when I went out, so they were obviously a popular one that they've really picked up. So there we go. I mean, that's our issue 67. Content's a bit light, but the actual miniatures themselves are, you know, really like them. They could make a good addition to our Stormcasts. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll move on to the next one.